welcome to all of my lovely air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. How are you today? Hope you're doing wonderful. This week we're getting back into doing the energy check. I just wanted to pop in and say hi. Hope you're having a great day. Your timestamps are down below, and I can't wait to see you each in your reading. Hello, all of my beautiful Aquarius babies. How are you today? It's wet and rainy outside, so I hope when you're watching this, it is the opposite of that. The card that best represents your mood right now when you're watching this video is be patient. So I feel like you're being patient is just really what that means. Your mood is right now is you're kind of waiting for something. You're putting in the time and effort. You've put the time and effort and the hard work and dedication, and now you're kind of just waiting for the rewards and the benefits, and it's seeming a lot harder than maybe you wanted it to be. But be patient. It's just like an encouragement to keep going and doing exactly what you're doing because it's going well. So what else is going on with Aquarius when they are watching this video? We have the Four of Swords coming out. What's going on with Aquarius when they are watching this video, Spirit? Page of Swords is coming out. What is going on? We have the Queen of Wands coming out. What else is going on with Aquarius when they're watching this video? We have a Death card coming out. What else is going on with Aquarius? The Magician. What's going on with Aquarius when they're watching this video? Three of Hazards is coming out. The Nine of Swords. And the Two of Hazards, along with the Ace of Cups, came out as well. They came out together. Bottom deck energy is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so Aquarius, really, well, I feel like right now what's going on with you is I think you're really taking time to really rest and look within and really come into your own, kind of transform, really, like with the Death card coming out. I just feel like you're starting to take control over the parts of your life that you have control over. You're not dwelling on the things that you don't have. But I don't think that's 100% true. I don't think that, it's not that you're not dwelling on them. I feel like, no, because you have the Nine of Swords here. So it's not that you're dwelling on things that you don't have. I feel like it's just there are things that are uncertain. There are things that they're bothering you, you know, they're getting in your head. You're getting in your own head about it, and it's kind of just causing like a lot of stress, like unnecessary stress that isn't needed, you know. Not every thought deserves a response, you know. You don't have to have an emotion attached to every single thought, just like every thought isn't a fact. So take that into consideration when you have these negative thoughts or these you know, these worries that come in and they start to plague you. Just remember that, like, you don't have to dignify that with a response. You can say, okay, thank you, and go on about your day. With the Magician coming out, I can see that you're, like I said, like, you're creating these things, especially with the Three of Hazards too. That's the Three of Pentacles. So you're really putting a lot of hard work and dedication into trying to balance things out. I can see over here in the Two of Hazards, Two of Pentacles, you're trying to balance things out in your head, and you're trying to figure things out, and you're trying to do this in a way that it's very like rapid with the Knight of Swords. I think you're trying to like get through this, like this is something you're trying to get through so that you can get to this point, Aquarius. But you have to take more time to realize that, like, you have to realize that you need to take more time, you know. Things like this don't happen overnight. You can't just change everything like that in the blink of an eye. It takes time and effort, and it's gonna cause a lot of pain. But that's why I feel like the Four of Swords is out here, is you need to take the time to rest. Like, yes, okay, change yourself if that's what, you know, you feel like you need to do. If you need to change and you need to transform and you need to do this in order for you to feel more connected to yourself or to the earth, or whatever reason or purpose that you feel like it's happening for, go ahead, do that. But just be, you have to remember that like things take time, you know what I mean? You have to be patient, like it says, be patient. We're gonna get some advice via the tarot. What is some advice that we can offer Aquarius when it comes to this reading? What is some advice we can offer my lovely Aqua babies? What is some advice? We need some advice. What is some advice? What is some advice we can offer Aquarius? Yeah, we have the Nine of Swords and the Two of Pentacles coming out. So Nine of Swords, second time both these cards have come out in this reading. Two of Pentacles. Let's see, what is some advice we can offer Aquarius when it comes to this? What is some advice? We have the Ace of Cups coming up in reverse and the Two of Cups coming up in reverse as well. Okay. I'm gonna get a couple more cards. The Empress is coming out. The Hierophant is coming out. Some advice we can offer Aquarius. The Nine of Wands is coming out. And the Four of Cups with the Three of Cups came out. Came out like that. Okay. So the advice I feel like Spirit wants to offer you, one is to keep going, I feel like. Bottom deck energy is the Eight of Pentacles. Keep going, for one. Because the Nine of Swords, again, you know, you're in your head, you're in your thoughts, but with the Two of Pentacles coming out, they came out together, you are trying to balance those thoughts. You're trying to balance those things that are bothering you, that are plaguing you, and you're trying to like get it out and like keep what's good or what is effective and what does serve you, and like get rid of what doesn't. You're trying to balance those things out. It's not always an easy task. It is something that's really hard. It really takes a lot of willpower to be able to sit with yourself and be like, okay, yeah, you just shouldn't have said that to yourself. That was a bad thought. How can we go about this in a way that I'm nicer to myself, you know? Like, you're sitting with yourself and really realizing, or like coming to realize what your core beliefs are, you know? Like, how do you view yourself deep inside? Like, do you view yourself as worthy? Do you view yourself as lovable? Do you, Aquarius? Those are things that I think that maybe you already are asking yourself, but I want you to if you haven't. Spirit wants you to if you haven't. With the Ace of Cups coming up in the reverse this time, I feel like it's time for you to start pouring back into yourself, is what this is saying. Is stop pouring into other people, because like at this point right now, the person is gone. With the Two of Cups coming in reverse, I feel like you guys are in separation. If there is a person, you know, in your life right now, that person is gone. That person who may have been helping you, who may have been there for you, who may have been building you up, is no longer there anymore. If they were even building you up to begin with, maybe it was you just building them up. I do feel like with the Ace of Cups, the way that it is, like I can see it right now, it's like maybe you were pouring into them before, but now you're not pouring into anything. Maybe that's how it was at the beginning, is maybe that you guys were pouring into each other, but it just got to this point where they just stopped. But now it's like, now it's like you're not pouring into anybody, and you need to start to pour back into yourself, because it's fill your cup up, you know what I mean? I feel like with Empress coming out and the Hierophant, I feel like you need to come into this like understanding that I feel like, because earlier I did say that you were coming into your own and you were transforming. So I do feel like that that's what Spirit is saying, is continue to come into this understanding, continue to go down this path that you've already started. Like with the Nine of Wands coming out, I feel like you're like right there, you're at the finish line. You're ready to fight anybody who tries to pull you back down or tries to make you pour into their cup. I feel like there are things that you aren't seeing though with the Four of Cups coming out. There's parts of it that like you're maybe keeping hidden from yourself, and don't do that anymore. Like, be honest with yourself, be honest with the way that this is playing out, and just be honest just be honest with yourself about it, you know? Don't spend too much time fixating on the things that you can't control, Aquarius. I just want you to know that it's just not worth it. It's really not. You're putting a lot of hard work and dedication in, and I think that that is a cause for celebration. I do think that you've got to be grateful for the wins that you do have, though you may view a lot of what's happened as like a loss. All in all, you know, what's meant for you is meant for you. It'll find you, it'll come to you. And so if it's not here anymore, then it probably wasn't meant for you in the first place. So we're going to get some more advice via the Oracle. What is some advice that we can offer Aquarius? Any advice that we missed? Anything else that we can leave with Aquarius? We have reassess coming out. Admit your vulnerabilities. Be open to love. Speak up. We have laugh at your demons. Change tracks. Think things through. And accept what is dying. So definitely, it's definitely time for you to, if anything, the advice is saying, it's time for you to really analyze it. It's time for you to go down this different path that you already have started. It's time for you to accept this new path too. Okay, so yes, you started it. Yes, you're coming into your own. Yes, you're realizing these things about these other people in your life that maybe you gave way too much to. But that's where admitting your vulnerabilities comes in. You know, maybe now it's time for you to give to yourself and not focus or not fixate really on these other people. It's okay to be open to love. It's okay, but just know where you're putting way more of yourself in than you're getting out of it. You can't give all of yourself to someone else and leave yourself with nothing, okay? You just can't. It's impossible. You can't. And you have to be able to speak up for yourself. And it's okay for things to die. It's okay for things to end. Like at the end of something, there's always a new beginning. Something new is going to grow, or something new is going to start. It's just, that's what happens. It's the cycle of life. And we know this. We've all been taught this, especially, you know, as humans, you know, we die. It happens. We all have these cycles in life. And I just think it's time for you to really look at this one and just evaluate it as a whole and give yourself credit where credit is due. All right? Okay, that's all that I have for you today, Aquarius. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm sending lots of strength your way. I do want to invite you to check out your sun, moon, and rising. And I hope to see you again in another video. Bye. Hello to all of my lovely Libras. How are you today? I hope you're wonderful. We're going to get an oracle card that best represents your mood when you are watching this video. We have a Raise Your Vibration coming out. It is definitely, I feel like definitely now is a time when you're trying to really look into yourself and like raise your vibration, but I feel like meditation is what I'm seeing. It's like maybe you're wrong deck, Veronica. Maybe you're definitely maybe. Remember that movie? It was a good movie. Sorry, okay, maybe you don't remember that movie, but I think it had Ryan Reynolds in it. Remember when he only did romances? I'm sorry, what is going on with Libra when they're watching this video? Sorry, that was very all over the place. So maybe that's you right now. Maybe it's time for you to really meditate and like sit down and like, you don't, I hate the idea that you have to do nothing when you're meditating. You can do things when you're meditating. Put on some music, do some laundry, I don't know, journal. Sometimes when I meditate, I shuffle tarot cards. Things do pop out. Sometimes I will do a reading and like for myself, but usually it's just to have something going on with my hands so that I can, you know, really ground myself and focus on just my breathing. It's hard though. That is a hard task. But I definitely feel like it's something that you need to do in order to ground yourself more. I think you may feel very chaotic inside and like all over the place, kind of like ADHD, bouncy kind of, or what is it, ADD? I don't remember. Like there, I feel like I remember, because I was diagnosed with ADHD, right, when I was younger. There are two like stems of ADHD. There's the one that is more fixated on like what's the word? I can't remember. Here I am trying to give you like a little lesson on ADHD. That's not what this video is about. But basically one that's more like hyperactive, and there are people who have ADHD that are more, I think, fixated. You have to look it up because I don't really know for sure anymore. I was literally like 7 years old when they explained this to me. Like, I don't know why they thought that I was going to remember this. But anyways, I just feel like it's more of like an agitated, like more of like a hyperactive, like you're bouncing off the walls, and less of like you in your head, more of like you all over the place, if you know what I mean. That's kind of vibe I get of what's going on with you right now. It's your mood, and so it's maybe raise your vibration is coming out because it's asking you, spirit is asking you to really center yourself and focus and ground yourself so that you're not all over the place, so that you can come like to like a thought, like one thought. What is going on with Libra when they're watching this video? We have the Fool coming out, the Five of Cups, the Two of Cups. I dropped that. You saw that, right? I was trying to see if those were flowers or a brain. It's flowers. The Sun. This is a zombie tarot deck, so that would make sense, okay? That's not weird. The Hierophant. No, there is a brain on the plate too. Anyway, I was looking at the flowers. I don't know why I thought the flowers it's the centerpiece. The brain's on the plate. Come on, Veronica. What else is going on with Libra? Sorry, guys. Very distracted. Very distracted group. Seven of Wands is coming out. Fixated. Ace of Swords is coming out. Yeah, no, distracted was the right word. One more card, please, Spirit. What's going on with Libra when they're watching this video? Can I get one more card? Libra. Can I get one more card, Spirit? Okay, we'll go one more card. We have the Devil coming out. And your bottom deck energy is the Page of Wands. Okay, Libra. So I feel like now is a time when you're really starting to take action towards the things that have been bothering you in your relationship. And I feel like maybe this is not a bad thing. I think this is a good thing. It's not, I feel like you have been focused on the negatives, but I feel like you, if you're in a relationship, it could just be relationship with, it could just be a friendship. It doesn't have to be intimate. It could just be platonic, simply. But I do feel like there's been some problems, and you're really focusing right now on going towards fixing them. And I feel like this is a good thing. This is positive. It's moving you forward, and it's helping you in this relationship. You're being more open. Excuse me. You're being more open about how you feel. I feel like that's not working for everyone. With the Seven of Swords coming out, sorry, the Seven of Wands. I don't think that that's working out for everybody. I don't think that everyone is too happy about that, but I don't think that you care. I feel like you're taking more action towards it with the Ace of Swords coming out. You're like, all right, I'm going to do this anyway, because this is, okay, this is what's going to make me happy. And I can't really focus anymore on what's going to make other people happy, because if I focus too much on what other people feel, then I don't really care about how I feel, and I can't really control how other people feel. So why fixate on something that I have no control over in the first place? And I feel like you're coming to this realization on your own. I feel like with the Devil coming out, it's like hard, because like I feel like it's like this past like wants to, this idea that you have to give everything to somebody else and make everybody else happy is like trying to like pull you back down, and you're kind of just like, oh, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Kind of like, you know how you have like this negative voice in your head, and like when you start to, you know, build yourself up, the voice gets quieter, but it never really goes away. I feel like it's kind of like that. It's kind of like this voice in your head that is like growing and is strong, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do what's best for me, I'm gonna go here, yeah, I'm gonna do this. And then this other voice is like, yo, shut up, you can't even sing, why are you singing? And it's like, I'm gonna ignore that. And it's like, why are you singing? You can't sing. Like, it gets quieter, you know, it gets quieter, but it doesn't go away. It's still there, it's still nagging at you. And then it gets to this point where like it starts to get louder, and it gets louder and louder and louder and louder, and then quieter and quieter. I feel like it's going back and forth, and I feel like it's a part of it, if you let it, will grab your attention, and you could like spiral back into something you don't want. I feel like Spirit is just kind of like a sign, like, you know, just be careful, be skeptical, and continue down this good path that you've already started, where you're just going through this. Don't fixate on those things that have been holding you back, because that is what is gonna continue to pull you down. What is some advice that we can offer Libra when it comes to this? What is some advice that we can offer Libra? What is some advice we can offer Libra? Yeah, okay. So we have the Devil coming out. Second time in this reading. We have the Page of Cups, the Strength card, and the Knight of Cups. Let's see, what is some of the advice that we can offer Libra? We have the Three of Wands coming out. The Five of Pentacles. Some advice we can offer. We have the Page of Swords coming out. One more card, please, Spirit. The Six of Wands. Six of Wands. And your bottom deck energy is the Nine of Wands. Okay, so the advice I think Spirit wants to offer you, again, do not let yourself get wrapped up in all these bad habits. These old habits die hard. Yeah, don't let yourself get wrapped up in that. You have this new like outlook on life, and I want you to know that Spirit wants you to go towards that. Excuse me, you're very strong. The Strength coming out here, and with these two Cups cards coming out on either side of the Strength card, makes me feel like you have a lot of love, like outside love, you know, like family and friends. I don't know why that was so hard for me. You have a lot of family and friends that you can lean on for support and that you can look to. I don't think maybe you give them enough credit, and you know, that's okay. You know, when you're feeling lonely or alone, we tend to forget the people that do good for us and are good in our life, but you have to remember to be grateful for those people, because they are there for you and they will be there for you when you need them. Spirit wants to just, I think, highlight those people and just remind you of those people, and to look towards those people. Look towards yourself too, like look within yourself, because there is strength within you, but you can also lean on these people in order for, you know, support, because they love you and they care about you and they want to be there for you and they want to understand what's going on with you. And this is the Three of Wands is coming out as well. Spirit wants you to look forward and not look back, I think, because it has the Five of Pentacles over here too. And I feel like you have this choice, right? You can look towards this new future, this new bright path ahead of you, and the journey ahead of you, and what's to come and what you can build off from. Or you can go backwards and you can lose more. You can lose even more. I feel like the choice is completely up to you. And I feel like with the Page of Swords coming out, it's like you're scared to take action towards one of these. I feel like you're going to be victorious no matter what, with the Six of Wands coming out. Like, even if you go down this bad path, I don't feel like I feel like it would be temporary. I don't do it, for one. But I feel like it would be so temporary because you've already gone through so much. You've already lost so much, and you've already been through so much. You don't want to do that anymore. I don't foresee you going down that path in any way, shape, or form. I see you going towards the light and you building off from that. And you, with the Nine of Wands being your bottom deck energy, it's like you're almost there, you know, you're at the finish line. It's like you can get there. It's not easy, and it's never going to be easy. That's life though, you know. What is some other advice? We're going to get more oracle cards. What is some other advice that we can offer? Definitely continue to look forward, you know. Stop fixating on the past, really. What is some advice we can offer Libra? What is some advice we can leave with Libra, please? Spirit, what is some advice? We have refine your attention. Count your blessings. Yes. What is some advice you can leave with Libra, please, Spirit? Focus on success. Strengthen your gifts. Wake up call. Here's some advice. Ooh. Reach for the stars. Make necessary sacrifices. Can I get one more card, please, Spirit? What is some advice we can offer Libra? Libra, 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 Libra. Please, Spirit, one more card, please. Seek hidden treasure. Within is what I'm feeling. There's hidden treasure within. Okay, so definitely time for you to definitely time for you to focus more on the things that are going to make you happy, what you're grateful for, things that are going to continue to make you happy. What you can focus on more is what is going to bring you more success. What's within too. There's a lot of looking within and making the necessary sacrifices. There are things that you can let go of, and things and those things are going to help you, because they're no longer what you need. You are looking at, you have this whole new path. This, I keep saying this, and I think that if you allow yourself to release all of those other things, all that baggage, then you're gonna just like skyrocket through to this like success, to the, like the top of the ladder, or whatever you want to call it, the chain success ladder. I feel like you know what I mean. So I'm gonna stop talking. But definitely count your blessings. I love that. Definitely look within and see where you can find. Definitely see what you can, I don't like the word fix, but definitely see what you can sacrifice. See what you can get rid of, because it's no longer serving you. There are parts of yourself, you know, that you can open up for new and more enriching experiences, but you have to let go of things and make room for them. That's all that I have for you today, Libra. I hope that you have a wonderful day. I'm sending love and light your way. I'd like to invite you to check out your sun, moon, and rising. Don't let this take from you. Take only what resonates. And I hope to see you again in another video. Bye! Hello to all of my lovely Geminis. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. We're going to get right into it by getting an oracle card that best represents your mood for when you're watching this video. So, Spirit, please tell me, speak to me. We have claim your art. Claim what it is that you make. Beautiful. Take accountability, I feel like is what that really is stating. I feel like now is a time in which you're taking responsibility or accountability for the things that you've done. Even if that may be hard, I feel like maybe now is definitely a time that you're like, maybe you're apologizing for things that you've done in the past, or maybe you're starting to see how maybe that wasn't the best choice. It's always hard to self-reflect, but this just feels very like ownership, you know, like you're taking ownership, or you need to start taking ownership. Temperance is coming out. What else is going on with Gemini when they're watching this video? I feel like you're just taking accountability for things, and I think that's a good thing, Gemini. We have the 8 of Cups coming out. Let's see what else is going on with Gemini when they're watching this video. We have the 2 of Hazards coming out. This is okay, yeah, all right. What else is going on with Gemini when they're watching this video, Spirit? Please. The 5 of Wands is coming out. What is going on with Gemini when they're watching this video, Spirit? We have the 6 of Wands over here coming out with the 6 of Hazards, which is the Pentacles in this deck, and the 7 of Swords is coming out. Can I get one more card, please, Spirit? What is going on with Gemini when they're watching this video? One more card, please, Spirit. We have the Knight of Wands coming out. And your bottom deck energy is the High Priestess. The High Priestess. I love this card. I don't know why. I don't know. The imagery on this one is just amazing. But anyways, yeah. So I feel like what's going on with you right now, you're really trying to balance things out right now. I think you're trying to let go of things that maybe a lot of tension and conflict in the past. You're really like I said before, you're claiming, you're taking accountability, and you're maybe going back and apologizing to a lot of people that you may have wronged in the past. I can see you coming into your truth, and you really going out of your way to kind of just like move past the things that may still be holding you back, or may have still been holding you back. You are starting to really take that charge, especially with the Knight of Wands here coming out. You're really starting to be the one that's like, I'm in charge of my life. I'm in charge of the path that I take. I'm in charge of where I go. Nobody can stop me. Nothing can change that. I'm going to do this. And I think that you're starting by really balancing out the negative aspects of yourself. You're starting within, which is a really good place to start. I feel like this is amazing for you because you have the 6 of Wands coming up. It's like that validation and that recognition. I feel like people are seeing what you're doing, and they're really praising you for it, or if they haven't, they're going to start to, because people are seeing the growth in you, and they're inspired, not just inspired by that, but they're like, it's like it softens their heart to see that you want to be a better person and that you want to change yourself. With the 6 of Hazards coming out, which is the 6 of Pentacles, you have an abundance, so you feel like you can give more of yourself, but you're giving parts of yourself that are positive. You're getting rid of the negative, giving away parts that, not giving away, you know what I mean, but like you are giving, you know, more time and energy and effort towards the things that you love and people that you love, or areas where you can help, because you feel like you have that capability of doing that right now in this area that you are. With the 7 of Swords coming out, I feel like you have to just be careful with some people, because some people are not going to be able to, it's like they're not going to be able to accept your apology or accept your offer or accept what you're giving, because maybe they're just too hurt by it. Maybe they're still hurt. That's something that they have to work on, though. That's something that they need to work through. because I know that it sucks, but um, when someone hurts you, yes, they hurt you, but then it gets to this point where if you continue to be hurt by it, then it's just you hurting yourself because you're holding on to what they did to you, and it's no longer about them. And it's so that may be something that they need to overcome in order to forgive you, and it may take years. So that's something that you have to be, I think, aware of. Just be aware of that some people aren't going to be as happy about this change that you're trying to implement, or this accountability that you're trying to take. They might just foresee it as you trying to manipulate them. And that's, you know, that's hurtful to you, but that's not something that you can control. You know, just do your best to say your piece and, you know, move on. Hopefully one day they will be able to forgive you, but it's not really up to you to say, you know. The High Priestess coming out, I really do feel like you're really tapped into spirit right now. I really feel like you're tapped into your faith or your higher power, whatever it is that you believe in. You're really tapped into it, and you, this is where like, I feel like it's you, maybe you recently started this spiritual awakening, and maybe that's why you are trying to take more accountability for what it is that you've done in the past. But I just really see a lot of growth in you, Gemini, that has happened, and you're really going for it. I think that's good for you. I think that's really good for you. There's nothing wrong with growing and changing, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to better yourself, or change, evolving. I think is personally what we're here for, is to learn and grow and change as much as we can. What is some advice that we can offer, Gemini? What is some advice that we can offer, Gemini, when it comes to this reading, please, Spirit? What is some advice? We do have the Ace of Pentacles coming out. What is some advice that we can offer, Gemini? We have the Two of Cups coming out. What is some advice we can offer, Gemini? We have the Eight of Pentacles coming out. What is Six of Pentacles is coming out. And that's the second time in this reading the Six of Pentacles has come out. This advice that we are offering, Gemini, when it comes to this reading. We have the Emperor coming out. What is some advice, Spirit? What is some advice we can offer, Gemini? We have the Two of Wands coming out. We have the Queen of Cups. Can I get one more card, please, Spirit? What is some advice we can offer, Gemini? The Five of Pentacles is coming out. Yeah, okay. Bottom deck energy is the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, so I feel like what Spirit, the advice that Spirit wants to give you is utilize this energy to start looking towards new things, like new relationships, new projects, moving forward, starting new things, because there's like so much energy that's you're building up on right now, that you can utilize that. You can utilize that energy to push yourself forward and start new things. With the Two of Cups coming out, I feel like, okay, union. You're coming into union with someone, but I feel like it's gonna be a lot harder than you think it's gonna be. With like the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles coming out, the advice Spirit wants to give you on this is that if this is something that you really want, then you're gonna have to work really hard for it. You're gonna have to give parts of yourself, and you're gonna have to be willing to do that. That's just something that you have to decide. And okay, if that's not what you want, but you have to decide that's what you want. Spirit wants you to be sure and wants you to take charge, because you have these paths in front of you, and these, you can go towards love, and you can go towards light, or you can go towards loss, and you can go towards what's the word I'm looking for? I wanted to say abandon. Like, I feel like loneliness is probably the word that I was thinking of. Loss and loneliness. So I feel like you're staring down these two paths, and Spirit is saying it's completely up to you which path you take. I already feel like you've started down this one path, so it's like Spirit is like, okay, is that what you want? Because you can't go back now. Like, you can't not, like, is this really what you want? Because you can't go back after this. Like, this is last time I'm going to ask you. And I feel like High Priestess is under this. That's crazy. Ha! The High Priestess is under your bottom deck energy, which is the 5 of Swords in reverse. The world's under that. That's crazy. Okay. But, like, you know the truth. You know what it is that you want. And you're like, you're like, shut up. Which is good. Know yourself. Know thyself, Gemini. Know what you want. Know what you're going to go for. I can see that Spirit just wants you to be sure. But they also want you to take, Spirit also wants you to take charge. Take charge towards that. Go towards that. Don't allow other things, because I can feel it's like other things are trying to like trickle in. Like, trickle in. I just like envision, this is so weird, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I just envision being in like a water balloon. I know this is weird, right? But like, you're inside the water balloon and somebody is just like popping holes, tiny little holes into it, and the water is starting to seep out, and now you're going to like suffocate in the balloon because the water there was water and air, and now there's nothing, and the balloon is kind of just like, and you're gonna suffocate because those holes aren't big enough for you to get out. I don't know why, but I feel like that is like these bad parts, like these negative things, like these devilish thoughts are trying to poke their way through the growth that you're trying to like excel off of is the word I tried to say. I said excel off of, and these little things are just trying to suffocate you. They're trying to like drain you of all of your goodness and suffocate you with just like all of the negativity and all of the bad, and you Gemini, you have what it takes to really just be like, nah, fuck you, and like rip that giant hole, like rip through that tiny hole and rip it into a giant hole and just get out of this weird balloon analogy I've made up, and actually get past it. Like, you have the strength is what I believe that Spirit is saying. You just have to tap into that, tap into yourself, tap into what it is that you already are capable of. We're going to get oracle cards for more advice. Is there any other advice that we can offer Gemini? Strengthen your gifts is coming out. We also have become a clear channel. I love this. You might benefit from like meditating, cleansing your, like clearing out your chakras to allow yourself to have like a clearer message with Spirit, and also for you to like get rid of those like negative thoughts, or like get rid of the power that these like little tiny negative things hold over you, whatever it is. We also have do all things in moderation coming out. Be open to love. Let's see. Ask with sincerity. Let's get some advice we can offer Gemini. Build on solid ground. Yes. Love that. Advice we can offer Gemini. Reassess. Can I get one more card, please, Spirit? Uno más. Imagine solutions is coming out. Okay, so definitely time for you. Yeah, I love strengthen your gifts coming out, because I feel like you have like a strong connection to Spirit, and I feel like if you strengthen that, definitely would become a clear channel. You can really tap into that, and really tap into just more of yourself, I feel like, and opening up yourself more. Like I said, it makes it capable for you to build on what it is that you've already started, because you can already see that you've made some progress, but you want to build on that. I think it'll do you some good if you just open your heart, like be open to like these new possibilities and open to love, and you can see the path in front of you. It's already there. You're already on it. I feel like, personally, I don't know, you're already on it, but you can see the whole path, and you'll know what it's gonna be, and or maybe you don't know what it's gonna be, but I feel like you're gonna go for it, and I feel like it's gonna all work out in the end. And I think no matter what, like, Spirit's got your back, you know. Yeah, no, that's all that I have for you today, Gemini. I hope that you have a wonderful day. I am sending lots of love and light your way. I want to invite you to check out your sun, moon, and rising. And don't forget to, don't force it if it doesn't fit. Don't let it take from you. And that's it. I hope I see you again in another video.